I'm afraid to push the rigs. I'm afraid of breaking the rigs apart. I just have puppets and every time that I move them looks like just 2D like this. Let's break that mindset. Let's show you how can we push these rigs. And I have this scene today. Look at this. In this video I'm going to show you how I take this scene in which there is a giant three-headed mutant chihuahua peeing on top of a giant air fryer, and the air fryer is like, I was like, what? And looks at the side and oh, it's the fucking crazy giant chihuahua there, and in the hand of the air fryer we have the little Ramon here, the owner of the chihuahuas, and he's like, oh, what happened? So I'm going to show you how I break those rigs, how I approach animating in Toon Boom Harmony. Everything super fast because we have to move. We have to move and we have to see this short film come to life. Okay. So, look. So I have this leg and this pea. Guess what? I only need the leg of this dude. So I'll take the leg, do something like this, bam. And now I'm going to move this leg until I get something like the reference. Hey Henry, but that's not the anatomy of the dog. I don't care. I love it. I will just do. This is cartoony, guys. I can push. I can do whatever I want. That's why I love this style, because I think it matches to the things that I love to do, and I love to do whatever I want. So this is my favorite style. Look, amazing, done. The leg is super done, and I don't have to color clean and hire 20 cleanup artists from another country to do this. Amazing, done. Bam. Now this is an animatic. The style is a little bit off. This is the final style, and the only thing that I'm going to do is reuse the same stuff that I have here, the same layers, and move it around. But you know what? Because we have a close-up, I can play around. So I'm going to create a new drawing of this, and I'm going to tell, you know what? This layer that is the nails, I want to be revealed by the color art of the foot, only the line art, but the color art, I want the color art to be out of this. So I'm going to connect this here, around here, and now that I duplicated the drawing, if I go here to my drawing library, you will see that I have a new drawing, but instead of putting that new drawing on the line art, I'll copy and put it on the color art. Henry, what the heck? Why are you doing that? Because I'm going to show you something really cool. Get out of here. Also, I'm going to take one of these nails. Actually, I'm going to redraw it. Because I want something different. So I'm going here to my smoothing tool and bring these smoothingness, tooliness, and then creating a nail here. Bam, boom, boom. And then from here to here, bam. Awesome. And then here, the color of the nail, I think, is this one. Super gay. Cool. There you go. It's huge. You know what? Can I move this behind this leg? Looks awful. So now that it's looking awful, I'll have to redesign this stuff. You know what? Let's consider this leg could be something like this instead, because we're having a close-up. So on the close-ups, I like to put more attention. I like to add more stuff. Maybe something like this. You know what? Because we have a line of action and everything. What if the line of action is something like this here? And that will mean that let me go to my favorite brush marker number 2. Maybe we have a line of action like this on the leg. So we're going to have something like this. Bam. And from here to here, maybe I can group this, and I can take this out of the group, and we can have here this nail that follows that line of action like that. And then here to here we can have these other 2 nails. No, Yuga. You know what? Okay, I like what I have here. So maybe instead, yes. Yes, I can just do something like I have there, but keeping everything on model. So this will be something like this will be something like this. Straight versus curve. Actually, I really like that. The only thing that is out of model here is this line that is too long. So, let's copy and paste that. Boom. Saving time. And then this nail. Something like this. A bit longer. Awesome. I like this. I like it. So now that I like this, I'm going to grab this and put it on top of this. Rotate this. And now, yeah, let's have the pinky, the one that is going to be asymmetrical. Now I'm grabbing this and now I'm just going to trace on top of that rough pass that I drew there. Amazing. And then bam. Bam, 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 bam. There you go. Now I'm going to go back to this layer. And where I drew that? Get out of here. Let me put it here on this drawing layer. Boop, boop, boop. And then we're going back to this nail layer. And on this nail layer, I'm going to add all of this stuff. Let's not be lazy. Let's draw it again. Let's draw it again. So we have something like this. We have the nails. Bam, clear shapes. Okay, you know what? Let me put it all over here at the edge of this. Bam, bam. Ooh! Bam, bam. 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 Awesome. And now I'm going to copy this color here. Bam, 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 bam. Get rid of this one. Look it. I don't like it. Okay, no worries. Right now, I don't have the answer. I'll continue and then I'll revisit this again with something that I might like. But right now, the Henry of this present moment doesn't have the answer. Let's continue the next one and then we'll coming back. You know why? Because it's in this moment, this is the trap moment. In these moments is where maybe we don't have something that we want, but because we get so locked in on that specific part, we can lose also the momentum of creating another cool stuff on the other poses. So let's just leave it there, move on to the next one, and then we revisit that one. How that sounds. Amazing, Henry. The amazing dude. And then I'm moving this here. Bam. Bam. Then yeah, baby. Rotate this towards the front. Let me just put it here, because I'm not going to polish this right now. I'm just going to pose it. Bam. Where's the arm? The arm. Bam. Up. Here. Bam. Other arm. Select. Bam. Bam. Up. Up. And then from here to here. Maybe Philippe. Oopa. Nah. Now Ramon. No, we're going to grab this dude, make it smaller, very small. Put it here, stretch it, do something like this. Also, now we're going to we're going to flex this arm. Bend this arm, sorry. We're bending. We're bending. Bam. And Henry, that looks awful. Yeah, dude, I'll show you how to break these rigs properly. Awesome. Now, let me show you a trick that will change your life forever. First, we draw a 3D box. Around this dude. Yeah, I have a perspective grid and all of that, but I don't care. I will just draw, to move faster, I'll draw the box around this dude. And on top of that 3D box, I'm going to start designing this robot. Pam, pam, pam. Awesome, this is my 3D box. Amazing. Now, inside of this 3D box, I'm going to draw the dude. I'm going to group this 3D box. Let me bring a color card just to make everything more decent and even appealing for this video. So guess what? This dude, the angle of this dude is going here towards the front. So I need to curve this line, this top line here at the head. And then, bam, we can curve this a bit more than this one here. So we have almost like a straight versus curve. I'm going around to draw there the panties. We have here the torso is an air fryer. So this part is rounded. Now we have the panties that goes like this. Look, I'm drawing around the form. Now here, this is the center line. This is the center line of this dude. And if this is the center line here, guess what? The butt will be here. Okay. Bam. Bam. Awesome. And then we have, out of this panties form, the legs. Here, if I want this to be like on the ground, I can start with the base of the foot and then proceed with the foot itself. Bam! And then from here to here, the other leg. So for this other leg, I can do something like this too. I don't want to make it symmetrical, but I don't care. I can make it a bit symmetrical. Let me start with this. Also, look, this is the direction of the box, right? This is the direction of the box. I feel like this part of the butt is going a bit up. There you go. Building the butt. Bam. Awesome. Then I feel like I want to taper this a bit more towards front. Also something like that. Cool. And then from here to here, we go something like this. Awesome. Let's leave it like that for now. I want to move this a bit there. Not too much. There you go. Something like that will work. Cool. And now we have like, so. Feel this could be like that, and this could be like that, and then we have the fist. I'm thinking about the silhouette and the negative space that I'm leaving here. See all of this negative space? I'm thinking about all of that when drawing this character. So I can do something like this. I'm improving. This is too flat. This is like now I want to fill in 3 dimensionalities. This is here, this is here. I'm considering all that stuff. Actually, I like. Let's pull this. Let's pull this up. Just because I love the way you are. Just being something like this. Yeah, we have to move all of this up. So I could put the arm here, one hand here and one hand here, and the issue with that is that is that this dude will be super stretched and almost about to die. Let me move this dude a bit up. Beautiful. Now what we're going to do is, yeah, one arm here and the other arm here. I almost, how you call this in English? Let's start another. It's the mornings. Mornings are getting cold right now. Bam. So yeah, this should point that way actually. The horns will be something like this. This is where I put most of my time. Most of my time is on posing. On posing is where I put most of my time. It's one of the most important things. Now I'm thinking, let me sketch this super fast here. I'm losing time. Here we have this here. It's here. Uh-huh. Get out of here. But maybe. Yeah, actually I like it's more like like the moment that I change this line here, it feels like it's more stable here on the ground rather than up. It's more stable here on the ground. I like that. And from here to here we have this. Awesome. This is better. Bam. From here to here you can do something like this. Bam. So it's like cool. Let's take all of this dude out of here. This was faster. This was faster. Bam. I am not convinced with this arm. Let's go. Let's watch the animatic again. Yeah, I feel like this should be more engaged. Something like that. No, fuck. Yeah, sir. This is something that I'm looking for. I love this pinky here. So we're having this silhouette here. How long is this video? 19. Perfect. Bam. I can move all of this hand a bit out of here. Bam. Something like this. Awesome. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. So we have the silhouette. Look at that silhouette. Super important when posing. Silhouette. Silueta. Look at that silhouette. Actually, this should be up. And we have the little Ramon here. Beautiful. Maybe can make this more rounded here. Yep. Then we have here the center line. Yep. Awesome. Yep. Cool. It's more engaged there, the pose. Now I'm going back to the rig. Look at that awful dude. So I'm going and start putting this dude on top of that sketch that I did there. So I'm going to reduce the opacity of that, and then I am going to take the rig to too much reduced. Bam. Let's move faster. I think all my videos will be like posing, one video for posing, one video for animation, one video for posing, one video for animation, because posing is so important. I should stop. Sorry, and I will not be able to get money from this. So it's posing is so important, guys. So yeah, like animating and posing in one single video, doable. Will I do it? I don't know. It will depend. How much coffee do I drink that morning? How much excited I feel with my life? How much I do I have to do in the day also. Henry, but what else you're doing? And I'm like, guys, believe it or not, I run a successful community with more than 1 billion followers on it. No, not fucking way. There's a little community, guys, that is free, that I decided to just put everything. At the beginning I was like, let's put a price on this, but right now I changed everything to free. So it's a free community. In order to get inside, you have to request access, and if you put like, hey dude, I come from YouTube, I'll be like, you're in everything. You have all the masterclasses that I recorded for free. Henry, that's crazy. And I'm like, dude, I don't care. So I had this crazy thing in my mind. I was like, what if I give everything that I learned after investing more than $80,000 in education, in college, in Canada, in mentorships? What if I give all of that away for free? There's no human being that crazy that is like not thinking about charging for that shit. And then I decided, like, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to put it for free. So I created 4 masterclasses of gesture, perspective, shape design, and posing, and I put those 4 for free there. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So there you go. Enjoy. Cool. So this leg, so these panties, like this. Okay. Let's go. Faster. So as you can see, the rough sketch that I did is out of model, and what I'm going to do right now is put it on model. Instead, I'm going to put it on model. Boom. And then this. Boom. Awesome. And then this. Here, boom. And boom. And you'll see how eventually I will take all of this and I will do a new draw over on top, in which I'm going to put the character on model. It's like the final tie-down pass in which I'm going to design my pose. I'm going to put my designer hat and start designing the pose. Bam, bam. Okay. Yeah, I'm tired of moving the stuff around. Time to design, time to design, time to design. So, come in here. I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Tell the world that I'm coming home. Look, now that I roughly pose this rig on top of this, I'm going to use the information of the rough plus the rig to try to create something that I can use here. Okay, that panty sucks. Where's my center line? There, so this booty shouldn't be there. Awesome. Then from here to here. Bam. Bam. Have this. Bam. Awesome. I'm having trouble seeing that in 3D. Now I'm going to just use different tools. Yes, so if this goes like this line should be around here. If this goes like this, that knee will be all the way up, so we're not seeing the end of that knee. Cool. Awesome, and then from here to here, oopsie, this will be a little bit like this. Awesome, and then this line will be something like this. These circles will be around here. Awesome. Now the arms, we can straight, straight versus curve here. And I can taper towards the palm. Awesome, and then we have here the palm. And then we have here the thumb. Let me make this palm a bit thicker here. So we have a shape that is tapering towards the top, and it's not like a symmetrical boring shape, but it's a shape that is tapering towards the top. Awesomeness. And then this one could be something like this. And this could be something like this. Awesome. And then let's get out of here, dude. And then we are doing something like this just to track where's the other hand is going to be. Bam. Can I one line this? Yes, sir, I can. It's too up, it's too high, so I'll maybe because I like the silhouette of that, I'll just move this one up too. So now we are going to have here to do the done. Dude, this one took some time because I am also distracted and think about everything while I work. But there you go. We end up with the final pose. Now I just have to go here, go in pilot mode, and I start posing this dude here. Imagine if the future technology that imagine if the future technology that we all know about will be able to take the drawing that I did, and then I'm like, okay, I finished the drawing, click, and then the computer will pose every deformer from me on top of that draw over that I did and keep the exact life and energy of those lines into the rig without me having to go manually move every part of the character. Where's Toon Boom? Why are they not hiring me right now? That's such a crazy idea that I dropped right now. Stop all the scientific investigations out there in the world. We need a tool that will be able to do that. See? Being able to draw and then click. Maybe like transfer drawing to rig. And bam! Hours saved. Time that I can visit my family, my four childs, Leonardo, Raphael, Michelangelo, and Donatello. So, I cannot visit my kids. I cannot say hi to my kids because I have to pose multiple parts of a rig. It's fun. It's fun. My kids will not be traumatized out of this. Boom. I love to tell my friends, if I were to have a kid someday, I'll have 4. And they're like, oh, four. Yes, just 4. And I'll call them Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo. They're like, oh, dude, you're so funny, dude. I thought you were telling me that for real. I'm like, it's real. It's F real. Bam. Bam. Cool. Let's go. There's some fun stuff here. There's some stuff that we just want to get it done. It's a combination of both. Bam. I always compare this to music, and now I'm thinking like, if animating will be like recording the guitar. I think the guitarist might have some parts that they like to record, and some others that are more tedious. Who knows? I don't know about that. But at least, you know what I try to do in this process of animating, or at least recording, I feel like I am in a concert, because I'm doing this kind of live, kind of not interrupted, and in that way I'm trying to in that way I'm trying to live the moment and not being like it's like a guitarist when he's in the scenario. You just have to perform, and that's how I feel right now. I just have to perform through my animations. Because otherwise I will start overthinking these. I will start being like, even picky out of my own work instead of just having the mentality of like 1 hour. We need to finish something in 1 hour, so let's get something done in 1 hour. And this video that I'm going to show you, or at least I promise at the beginning, I have to be careful to what I promise in the beginnings of these videos, or at least what I say in the beginning of this video is to break the rigs and how to use those rigs here in Toon Boom Harmony to break those without being scared. Well, that's the main idea. That's something that I would love to show you here. And this is the process. This is actually the process. I draw on top of the rigs, and after I draw on top of the rigs, what the heck happened here? And after drawing on top of the rigs, I go and pose the rig on top of those drawings. So I'm not aimlessly moving this rig around, but I am moving it with a lot of purpose. I'm like, I know where I want to go. I know where I want to go. I'm going to this shape that I drew here. The problem, people is scared when they start moving rigs and they have no clue where they're going to aim at. It's like they're just moving stuff around until something like looks good. And let me tell you something. If I move pieces, that's awful. If I move pieces around of a rig until I get something that I like without knowing where I'm going, I will get frustrated, neurotic, and I'll have an angry attack in that moment, and then just leave everything around. Because, dude, you know, it's like we are touching a screen with a pen. Imagine the screen is not on. Imagine the screen is off. We are touching multiple times the screen with a pen to move all of this stuff. That's not fun, dude. It's fun to draw, it's fun to feel a movement feel. It's not fun to start bam, 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 bam. So the way for me to making this fun is drawing and then boom, aiming everything on top of that drawing, having the challenge of preserving the life of my drawings while I move each one of these individual dots or points or deformers or pieces around. Because yeah, every time that I am doing this, I am aware that this is an illusion, dude. This tablet is showing me an image only, but I am actually doing this on top of a screen. But the moment of drawing is where I'm going crazy like this, feeling the pose, I'm trying to build my line, my shoulder is engaged, all of that. So there you go. Some crazy existential stuff for you. Okay, so now we have this. Let me increase the line thickness of this. So yeah, dude, imagine, dude, spending 8 hours of your day doing this in a screen. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. I had a friend, one of my best friends, Jordi. Hi, Jordi. Jordi. We used to have a lot of these type of conversations. He's like, dude, I don't see myself behind the screen all my life, dude. He's like, what the heck? Because he's a video editor. And yeah, there comes the thing. It's like, yeah, but if you do the thing that you love, you don't feel like you're working. Yeah, I think the thing that we love, the relationship we have with the things that we love change over the years. And that thing that at the beginning seems like a dream or something like that, eventually when you have kids, I don't have kids, but I can empathize with people that have kids, or when you have, dude, or when you have a partner and you want to spend time with that partner, dude, there are stuff that becomes more important than just animating. That's why I like to say in the videos, like, know the game, be aware that this is a game, because there are other stuff going on here in this crazy game of life. Cool. So yeah, I'm very detached from all of this right now, and that detachment is also something that makes me experience or enjoy this a bit more too sometimes. having fun, enjoying myself while animating, because I'm like, dude, I'm playing the game. I'm feeling like I'm playing Batman Arkham City in this. It's like, chill. And that's another reason why I try to become fast at this stuff. Because first the avatar, then the game, or the user. And then we're going even deeper. It's not even the avatar or the user, dude. It's the player. What the heck, Henry? The player? It's too early. It's too early to have those type of combos. Right now we're just chilling, animating. Bam. What time is it? 40 minutes! Dude, this is why I got lost when talking about my shit. Cool. Anyways, I love it. So we talk about a little bit of everything right now. Henry, focus on the fucking video. I'm like, I'm trying. The animation is fun. I promise. The posing is fun too. Everything is fun. It just sometimes I become super existential while doing this stuff, and I'm like, I am actually spending hours doing this into the screen. The screen is actually off. This is not real in reality. And then is when everything is like the Mr. Incredible meme. My coffee is cold. Wow, this took a lot of time. I spoke too much. Okay, let's go crazy. New drawing here, and then we're drawing this. And bam. 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 And then from here to here. Is there a tangent? Yeah. I don't care. Bam. Yeah, I don't like it. Boomba. Actually, yeah, the index will go all the way around. Like, will go in front of the thumb. Yeah. Better sweet. Bam. Now I'm going to the palm. Bam. The fingers. Bam. Awesome. And then I'm moving this behind. Awesome. Perfect. Now we have this. Now we're moving this, dude. Awesome. See how the words and the conversations that I have when I focus become super more simple. Awesome, great, perfect, yes. Boom, there you go. Now Ramon, come here, dude. So sorry for leaving you alone, dude. I was talking with my friends here on YouTube about some crazy stuff. 44. Yeah, we're good. So this part of the arm, I don't need it. No, actually, oof, because here's going to start. Yeah, I need it. So let's hide all of that. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Boom. Stretching. Henry, you shouldn't stretch things like that. Dude, you'll see. Will not notice. All of this is just about the illusion. The illusion of life. You see the illusion of life. Even animation is telling already all the answers of this crazy world that we're living in now. The other day, I was talking with my yoga teacher about cyber modifications. Me going to another crazy stuff. The world that we're living is not going to be the same in 5 years from now, guys. It's not. It's not. Awesome, and then the legs. Awesome. And then the other leg, and then I clean all of that kind of stuff. Oh, by the way, I've been doing this. I've been saying this in previous videos, and some people reply. And is that if you feel alone, if you feel like you want to know something about something in specific about all the stuff that I do, animation, live, whatever, and you just would like to hear someone's opinion, or yeah, it's like how would you do this when you animate, or how you that you feel in this way when you do this or this. Feel free to leave a comment. I read all the comments. I might take some time to respond. But I'm reading those, and I'll be happy to make a video out of the comments that you post. I think the thing that gave me more joy from all of the things that I'm doing here in YouTube, more than recording this stuff, is when I'm seeing that I am actually helping people with some crazy stuff that I say. Because at the end of the day, dude, we are all in this together. We are all in this together. No. We're all in this together. We don't know what we're doing in this world. Now you and me, we are wearing the same t-shirt. If you're watching these videos, we're wearing the t-shirt of being animators. And it's just a t-shirt. It's just a t-shirt. So it's like if we are just cheering on the same football team. So that is something that allows us to connect easily. So cheers to that. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. That there's things in this world that allow us to connect with more people and allow us to wear the same t-shirt in this crazy game of life. So yeah, I'll be happy to help. That's the thing. I'll be happy to help. That's it. Bam. Yeah, I think I'll record another video for the animation only. Here I need this. Here I need this head. Henry, why you didn't copy and paste the post from the previous scene? Yeah, I'm regretting not doing that. It's done. It's there. I can just move some stuff around. That'll be it. Henry, but you can still do that. You'll save you time from posing. Yeah, I know. I know. It's just I'm wait. I'd rather post this than doing all the stuff of importing, opening a new Toon Boom scene, then copying and pasting that to the other one. I'd rather just post this again, dude. And this is an answer from my own self right now telling me Henry, 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 and I'm like, let's just post this dude again. Oopsie. I think most of the animators were tech savvy in some way at some point, but still I don't like to deal with files. Bam. Awesome. And then we have this dude screaming. Move the apex here towards up, and then move this, and then this. Moving this down. This looks even better than the previous one. Crazy, huh? And this, guys, is how I break my rigs. This is how I break the rigs properly. This is how, for me, when people is like, yeah, the traditional animation is better than kind of animation. I was that type of people. It's like, dude, at the end of the day, we don't care about the medium. We care about the stories. We care about the entertainment. We care about the crazy stuff that we're doing. And if this is giving me the joy of seeing the final result faster, get out of here, traditional animation. And at the end of the day, I use both. It's not this or this. It's this and this. So then is when I stop having those meaningless conversations about the medium, but instead focusing about just doing stuff. Just doing stuff instead of being a neurotic fan of the medium. No one cares about what you're using. Even when working with clients, it's like what we do for clients is we offer the final result, not the process. Where's the where's the tongue? Awesome. No one cares about the offer. Just your neighbors from the animation industry. Sorry, no one cares about the medium. Just your neighbors of the animation industry. But in the world out there, no one knows. Even your mom doesn't know what's the difference between 2D and 3D animation. Even your mom doesn't know what's the difference between 2D and 3D animation. So enjoy using everything. There you go, beautiful. And then this. You know what? This dude should be all the way back. No, actually. Hold on. 54. Yeah, we're wrapping up here. So now I'm going to create a mask on this hand that is going to be actually these and these and these and these. Come on. Okay, you know what? Copy, paste, and now the color art. This is the line art. This is the line art. The color art. We go all the way out here. Let me color this with the color art. Oh, it's there. Cool. Then I can go here, paint this with another random color. Then let me bring some of the stuff from here to here. Let me get rid of all of this. So let me paint this again. So I'm going to tell, hey, dude, color art, I want you to cut the legs of that dude of McLovin. Ramon, yeah, you cut by this dude here. Awesome, perfect. I'll leave it there. It's super far away. We're not seeing that, so it's okay. Actually, now that I see this again, I don't hate it that much. It's okay. I'm totally fine. The only thing that I'll do, let me clean this stuff a bit. Amazing! I'm going to finish this video before the hour. The video, not the animation. The video, not the animation. On the next part, I'm going to animate all of this, animate the P frame by frame, animate, finish everything, dude, finish everything. The line thickness of these nails, so line. Bam, bam, bam. What the heck is this? Cool. Let's see how that looks like. Awful! Looks actually horrible. So I have to be more careful with that. Believe it or not, I think I can do something like this. Not bad. Beautiful. I feel like I'm doing the nails of someone. Not bad. Not bad. Awesome. So what we have? Let's kitties. Let's get rid of the animatic. And let's get rid of the drawing. Bam! We have the main poses of the rig. This sucks. This totally sucks. Beautiful. Now it feels better. It feels better. Bam. And then this line, what the heck is doing here? Why is that line not revealing there? I'll fix that later. I need to hit my coffee. Priorities, guys, priorities. Heating my coffee. Okay, also these should be also something like that active. Awesome, let's wrap up. 59 minutes, cool. Bye. Like and subscribe, guys. Just like and subscribe. Just like and subscribe. Just like and subscribe. And if you would like to have everything that I am sharing for free, all the masterclasses about drawing for animation, link below. Bye.